What if the Evil Dead franchise just got more brutal, but somehow less gory? Welcome to The Final Cut, your daily pulse in horror. I'm Travis, and we're kicking off a brand new week with a mix of chaos, controversy, and a farewell to one of horror's familiar faces. Let's get into it. First up, the Deadites are back, and they're evolving. Evil Dead Burn just dropped its first teaser, and instead of going full trailer mode, it gives us something more controlled. A single take sequence that walks us straight into the carnage. That's confidence. Directed by Sebastian Vanek, stepping in after Lee Cronin's Evil Dead Rise, this new chapter leans into something a little different. The tone, still violent, still brutal, but maybe not in the way fans expect. The story centers around a grieving woman reconnecting with family, only for that reunion to spiral into what's being called a family reunion from hell. Deadites, isolation, trauma turned into nightmare fuel. And here's where it gets interesting. Vanacek says this might be one of the least bloodiest entries, but also the most unsettling. Less splatter, more discomfort. Think psychology, brutality over pure gore. And the producers like Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell still involved. There's a real chance this connects deeper into the larger Evil Dead universe. So, here's my question for you guys. Are you more interested in Evil Dead when it's raw and gory, or when it slows down and gets under your skin? Let me know your answers in the comments ahead.
These game deals genuinely shouldn't be this good. Camcom deals available now. Build your own survival horror bundle, 32 days left. Monster Hunter Wild Star deal, 55% off. Click the link and grab a deal before it's gone. Let them know HMU and The Final Cut sent you.
Up next, this next story might be bigger than horror. It might be about the future of filmmaking. All right, so Iron Lung, right, created by Markiplier, was a massive success. Low budget with a high return built off audience connection. But now it's hitting a wall. Markiplier is trying to release the film digitally on YouTube, pretty much the channel that made him famous, without going through traditional distributors. And guess what? YouTube isn't built for that. The system requires aggregators, middlemen that handle rights, formatting, and distribution. And Markiplier doesn't want that. He wants control. So now he's literally working directly with YouTube leadership, including CEO Neil Mohan, trying to reshape how films can be released on the platform. That's a big fight, because if this works, it could change how independent horror gets made, released, and monetized. I mean, Hollywood on notice. Direct to audience, no gatekeepers. But if it doesn't, it reinforces the same system that's been in place for decades. So, my question for you guys, would you rather see more horror films go straight to platforms like YouTube, or do theaters still matter for the genre? Let me know your answers in the comments ahead.
Physical media isn't dead, it's collecting. GRUV has thousands of DVDs, Blu-rays, and limited edition steelbooks, things you actually own forever. Day of the Dead pre-order available June 16th at Welcome to Derry. Season 1 available May 5th. Click the link in bio and start building your collection.
And now we take a moment. We've lost a familiar face in horror, Beau Starr, known to many fans as Sheriff Ben Meeker in Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers, and Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers, and he has passed away at the age of 81. Beyond horror, his career spanned decades, over 100 roles across film and television, from Goodfellas to The A-Team to even Outer Limits. He was one of those actors you might not always name immediately, but you always recognized him the minute he was on screen. And in horror, he played authority figures who felt grounded, real people in unreal situations. That matters, because horror only works when the people inside it also feel real. So today, we acknowledge his contribution to the genre and the legacy he leaves behind. Let's close this segment with this. My question for you guys to wrap up today's show is, what's a horror performance from a supporting character that stuck with you more than the lead? Let me know your answers. And if you have a favorite Beau Starr moment, let me know that also in the comments ahead. Today's take. I was going to come up with like all these different ways to say today's take. All right, here's what stands out today. Horror is shifting. You've got franchises like Evil Dead evolving their tone. Creators like Markiplier challenging distribution systems. Let's go, dog. And legacy actors reminding us where this genre came from. Past, present, future, all colliding at once. And that's when horror is at its best. Jump into that Spotify poll question today, folks. What matters more in horror right now? Original storytelling, franchise evolution, indie disruption, legacy preservation. And don't forget, if you got tips, breaking news, or something we should be covering here at The Final Cut, DM us at HMUNCUT. You might get featured on an upcoming show. That's it for today's Monday episode of The Final Cut, your daily pulse in horror. Make sure you're locked in. Watch on YouTube, like, comment, and subscribe. If you're listening on Spotify, follow and rate the show. Once again, follow us at HMUNCUT. Follow me personally at Travis Nyquil with an extra L for daily updates. Also, make sure you hit up our Horror Movies Uncut website. New episodes here drop every day. We'll be back tomorrow. More updates, more headlines. Until next time, you know the drill. Keep the lights on.
If you're into horror, you need to know about this site. Horror Movies Uncut is the home for hardcore horror fans' reviews, news, deep dives, and nothing watered down. With festival season in full swing, look for reviews on newly released indie films soon.